Story title: My brother burned my farm. He didn't know I had his secrets. I'm watching my barn burn. Everything I own is inside. 15 years of work, the animals, the equipment, everything Mr. Chen left me when he died. The flames are so hot I can't breathe. I can smell burning flesh. My horses are screaming. And spray painted on my truck in red letters, "Sell or Die, Ashford Estates." I fall to my knees in the mud, and that's when my phone rings. Unknown number. A voice I haven't heard in 15 years says, "Jaden, it's Theo, your brother. Don't call the police. We need to talk. Right now. It's about Malik." And my whole world stops because I realize the company destroying my life is run by the brother who promised he'd come back for us. My name is Jaden Chen, and I'm 27 years old. 3 months ago, I had a farm, a future, and hope. Now I've got nothing but rage and a dead man's dream turning to ash. Let me take you back to where this really started. Not tonight, but 15 years ago, in that shitty orphanage where 3 boys made a promise: Malik, Theo, and me. We weren't real brothers, but the streets made us family. We stole together, fought together, bled together. The night before they split us up, Malik cut his palm with a rusty knife. We all did. Pressed our bleeding hands together and swore, blood brothers, forever, no matter what. Then rich Mr. Ashford took Malik in his expensive car. Farmer Chen took me in his beaten truck. Teacher Miss Abiola took Theo in her old sedan. Malik looked back at us through the window and mouthed, "I'll come back for you." That was the last time I saw him. Until tonight, when I learned he's the one trying to kill me. Theo is waiting for me in a dark bar on the east side. I almost don't recognize him. He's tall now, wears glasses, looks like some college professor. But when our eyes meet, I see that scared kid from the orphanage. We grab each other and hold on like we're drowning. "I've been looking for you for 5 years, he says, voice shaking, "and I found Malik too." My heart jumps. Where is he? Does he know about Jaden? Theo's face goes dark. He slides a folder across the table. Inside are photos of a man in expensive suits doing cocaine at parties, shaking hands with politicians. The man looks like Malik, but older, colder, dead behind the eyes. That's Malik Ashford. He runs Ashford Estates. He's a real estate developer who destroys poor neighborhoods to build luxury condos. He bribes officials, threatens families, ruins lives. I'm confused. Then Theo says the words that break me. He's the one taking your farm, Jaden. Our brother is the one who burned your barn. I can't breathe. The room is spinning. Theo keeps talking, but I can't hear him over the ringing in my ears. Malik. Our Malik. The boy who shared his last piece of bread with us. The boy who fought off older kids to protect Theo. The boy who made us promise we'd always be brothers. That Malik is now a monster in a suit who just burned my animals and destroyed my life. He doesn't know it's you, Theo says quietly. Your last name is Chen now. He probably doesn't even remember us. I've been watching him for 2 years, Jaden, building a case. He's dirty. Bribes, threats, violence, drugs, everything. I've got proof of all of it. He pulls out another folder, thick with documents. I was going to turn him in, send him to prison. But then I found you 3 months ago, and I realized he's coming after you, and now I want him to suffer first. I want him to know what he became. I want him to remember that promise he made when we were kids. What are you saying? I ask, even though I already know. Theo leans forward. In 1 week, Malik has a meeting with Mayor Buckley. He's buying protection for his next project, tearing down the East Side projects to build luxury condos. 600 families will be homeless. He's paying the mayor $2 million in cash. He slides a USB drive across the table. On here is everything. Every crime, every bribe, every family he's destroyed. We give it to the FBI. He goes to prison for 30 years. I should feel relieved, but I don't. I feel empty. That's it? I say. He burns my life down and just goes to prison? Quick and easy? Theo smiles, and it's the coldest thing I've ever seen. No. That's just the ending. Before the FBI takes him, we destroy everything he built. His company, his reputation, his money, his power, everything. And at the very end, when he's broken and desperate, we tell him who we are. We make him remember. We make him know that his blood brothers are the ones who destroyed him. I stare at my brother, quiet, stuttering Theo, who's turned into something calculating and patient. I'm in, I say. Let's make him pay. Let me tell you about Malik's life while Theo and I plan his destruction. He wakes up at noon in his penthouse that costs more per month than most people make in a year. His assistant brings him coffee and cocaine. He snorts a line before his first meeting. This is normal for him. His adopted father, Mr. Ashford, taught him well before he died. Loyalty is weakness, family is a transaction, and money is the only thing that matters. Malik believed it. He became it. The old Malik, the one who cried when we got separated, died a long time ago. Now there's only this hollow thing in an expensive suit who destroys lives for profit. He has a girlfriend, Sienna, who's a model. She doesn't love him. He doesn't love her. They just look good together in magazines. He has friends who are really business partners. He has employees who are really afraid of him. And he has us, two ghosts from his past watching every move he makes. Theo's plan is simple but brutal. We're not just taking Malik down, we're taking down his entire empire, piece by piece, so he watches it crumble. Step 1, his investors. Malik's biggest project is the East Side development. He's got 12 major investors putting in $50 million total. Old money families who trust the Ashford name. Theo's been teaching ethics at the university for 5 years. He knows people. Journalists, activists, politicians who actually give a damn. He starts leaking information. Not the criminal stuff, not yet. Just the ugly truth about what Malik's developments do to communities. Photos of families being evicted, kids crying, elderly people with nowhere to go. He sends it to every news outlet in the city. Within 3 days, it's everywhere. The headlines read, Ashford Estates, profiting from poverty. Malik's phone starts ringing. Investors getting nervous. His PR team's scrambling. And Malik, he just snorts another line and tells his enforcer, Reyes, to find out who's leaking information. Reyes shows up at my burned farm 4 days after the news breaks. He's exactly what I expected. 6'4", built like a truck, and dead eyes that have seen too much violence. He doesn't knock, just walks into my temporary trailer like he owns it. Jaden Chen, he says, cracking his knuckles. I'm ready. Theo warned me this would happen. That's me, I say calmly. You need to sell this land, Ray says. Mr. Ashford's made you a generous offer. The offer where he burned my barn and killed my animals? That generous offer? Ray smiles. It's not a nice smile. Accidents happen, but they can happen again to you this time. Here's what Reyes doesn't know. I've got a camera hidden in the ceiling, recording everything. Every threat, every word. Theo taught me that. Tell Mr. Ashford I'm not selling. Tell him if he wants this land, he'll have to kill me for it. Reyes steps closer. That can be arranged. Then he leaves. And now we've got him on camera making death threats. Evidence pile growing. 2 weeks after the news breaks, 3 of Malik's biggest investors pull out of the East Side project. $15 million gone. I'm watching from Theo's apartment as Malik does an emergency press conference, trying to save face. He looks stressed. Good. Ashford Estates has always prioritized community development, he lies smoothly. These accusations are from activists who don't understand economic growth. But his hands are shaking slightly. The media is ripping him apart. Questions he can't answer, photos he can't explain. His PR team cuts the conference short. That night, Theo and I celebrate with cheap beer. 3 investors down, 9 to go, Theo says. How long until he figures out it's us? I ask. Theo shakes his head. He won't. He's too arrogant. He thinks we're still those scared kids from the orphanage. He doesn't know we grew up. He doesn't know we're smarter than him now. I drink to that, but in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, what happens when Malik does figure it out? Here's a twist we didn't see coming. Malik's girlfriend, Sienna, contacts Theo. She found his university email from one of the news articles. Her message is simple. I know things about Malik. Can we talk? Theo shows me the email. It could be a trap, I say. Or it could be leverage, Theo replies. We meet Sienna in a coffee shop. She's beautiful, the kind of beautiful that turns heads, but up close you can see she's scared, tired. There's a bruise on her wrist she's trying to hide with bracelets. Why are you helping us? Theo asks carefully. Sienna looks around nervously. Because Malik's a monster. I've been trying to leave him for 6 months, but he threatens me. Says he'll destroy my career, my family, everything. He's hit me before. My hands clench into fists. Blood brother or not, I want to break Malik's face. What do you know? Theo asks. Sienna pulls out her phone. Everything. I've been recording our conversations for months, planning my escape. He talks about his deals when he's high. Names, numbers, crimes, all of it. She slides the phone across the table. Destroy him, please, and help me disappear. Sienna's recordings are gold, pure evidence gold. Malik talking about bribing Mayor Buckley. Malik bragging about threatening families. Malik laughing about the accident at my farm. Malik doing cocaine and talking about his next target, a homeless shelter he wants to bulldoze to build condos. Every word was clear. Every crime is documented. Theo copies everything and gives Sienna a new phone. We'll help you disappear, he promises. But we need 2 more weeks. Can you hold on that long? Sienna nods, tears in her eyes. Just end him, please. After she leaves, Theo and I sit in silence, listening to Malik's voice on the recordings. This stranger, who sounds nothing like our brother. He really is gone, I say quietly. The Malik we knew. Yeah, he is. And that makes this easier. Malik's next target is St. Anthony Shelter on 5th Street. It houses 200 homeless people, including families with kids. The building's old, on valuable land, and Malik wants it. He's already paid off the city inspectors to condemn it. Demolition is scheduled in 3 weeks. We can't let that happen. Not just because it's wrong, but because those people deserve better than what Malik's become. We leak the story to the media with Sienna's recordings of Malik laughing about clearing out the trash. The backlash is nuclear. Protests outside Ashford Estates headquarters, national news coverage, civil rights groups getting involved. Malik's forced to cancel the demolition. He loses another $5 million in projected profits. His board of directors is furious. His father's old business partners are questioning his leadership. And Malik? He's losing his mind trying to figure out who's destroying him. Malik fires 3 employees, convinced there's a leak in his company. He hires a private investigator to find out who's feeding information to the press. He stops sleeping, starts doing more cocaine, gets more violent with his remaining staff. Sienna calls us, terrified. He's getting worse. Last night, he threw a glass at the wall next to my head. He keeps saying someone's out to get him. 2 more days, Theo tells her. We're almost ready. Can you hold on? I'll try, she whispers. Theo and I are watching Malik's company from every angle now. His stock is dropping, his investors are nervous, his reputation is in ruins, but we haven't revealed the criminal evidence yet. That's the final blow, the one that sends him to prison. We're saving it, because before Malik goes to prison, we need him to know it was us. We need him to remember what he destroyed. Someone breaks into Theo's apartment. We're not there, we're at my trailer, planning the final phase. But Theo's security camera catches everything. It's Reyes and another guy tearing the place apart, looking for evidence. They don't find the important stuff. Theo's too smart for that. Everything's backed up in 3 different cloud accounts and a safety deposit box. But they find old photos. Photos of 3 boys at the orphanage. Photos with names written on the back. Malik, Jaden, Theo. Reyes holds up one photo to the camera, like he knows we're watching. Then he smiles and takes it. Shit, I say. He knows. Not yet, Theo says, but he looks worried. He knows we're connected to Malik's past, but he doesn't know we're his brothers. Not yet. How long do we have? I ask. Theo checks his watch. The FBI raid is scheduled in 48 hours. We just need to survive until then. Sienna doesn't answer her phone the next morning. We drive to her apartment. The door's open. Inside, furniture's overturned. There's blood on the kitchen floor. Not a lot, but enough. My heart's pounding. Malik, I say. Theo's already calling his police contact, but we both know the cops won't help. Half of them are on Malik's payroll. We search everywhere. No Sienna. No note. Just blood and silence. Then Theo's phone buzzes. Unknown number. A video message. It's Sienna, tied to a chair in some basement. Her lip is bleeding. Malik's voice off camera. I know someone's helping you, baby. Tell me who, and this ends. Sienna looks at the camera. Even terrified, even bleeding, she doesn't break. Go to hell, Malik. The video cuts off. I'm shaking with rage. We need to find her. Now. We will, Theo says, his voice deadly calm. But first, we end this. We end him tonight. Theo calls FBI agent Keiko Torres. She's been investigating Ashford Estates for 8 months, but didn't have enough evidence to move forward, until now. I'm sending you everything, Theo says. Recordings, documents, photos, bank records, everything you need to arrest Malik Ashford for bribery, extortion, assault, and kidnapping. Kidnapping? Agent Torres asks. He's got a woman named Sienna held somewhere. She's been feeding us information. He found out. There's a pause. Send me everything. I'll have a warrant in 2 hours. Where are you? Somewhere safe, Theo lies. We're actually parked outside Ashford Estates headquarters, watching, waiting. Mr. Okonkwo, Agent Torres says carefully, if you know where the victim is, you need to tell me. Don't do anything stupid. Theo hangs up. We're doing something stupid, aren't we, I say. Extremely stupid, Theo agrees. Let's go get our brother. Ashford Estates headquarters is 30 floors of glass and steel. Malik's penthouse office is on top. We know because Sienna told us. Security's tight, but Theo's been planning this for 2 years. He knows the guard rotations, the camera blind spots, the maintenance access. We go in through the parking garage at 2 a.m. wearing maintenance uniforms Theo bought online. We look like janitors. Nobody looks at janitors. The elevator takes us to the 29th floor. From there, we take the stairs to 30. My heart's pounding so hard I can hear it. You ready? Theo whispers. I nod. We're about to confront the brother who betrayed us. The brother who became a monster. The brother we're about to destroy. Theo picks the lock to Malik's office. We slip inside, and there he is. Malik's at his desk, doing cocaine, looking at security footage on his computer. He's searching for Sienna, we realize. He doesn't hear us come in. For a moment, I just stare at him. This stranger with our brother's face. Older, harder, dead inside. "Hello, Malik," Theo says quietly. Malik spins around, hand going for the gun in his desk drawer. But I'm faster. I'm across the room, slamming the drawer shut on his fingers. He screams. "Who the fuck are you?" he shouts, cradling his hand. Then he looks at us. Really looks. And I see the moment he recognizes us. His face goes white. "No," he says. "No, that's not... You can't be..." "Blood brothers," I say, holding up my scarred palm, the scar from that night 15 years ago. "Remember?" Malik's shaking his head. "You're dead. You have to be dead. You left us," Theo says. His voice is so calm, it's terrifying. "You swore we'd always be brothers, and you left us to rot while you became this." Malik is crying now. Actual tears. He says, "I didn't have a choice. Mr. Ashford," he said, "I had to forget my past, become someone new. He said, you two would drag me down." "So you burned my farm?" I shout. "You destroyed my life? You threatened to kill me?" "I didn't know it was you," Malik screams back. "I swear, Jaden, I didn't know. Your last name's different. I thought..." "You thought nothing," Theo interrupts, "because you stopped thinking about us the day you put on that expensive suit. You became exactly what Mr. Ashford wanted, a monster who destroys people for money." Malik's face crumples. "I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. Please, I can fix this. I can give you the farm back. I can..." "Where's Sienna?" I demand. "What?" "The woman you've been beating. The woman you kidnapped. Where is she?" Malik's quiet for a long moment. Then he says, "Basement, sub-level 3, storage room C." "Keys," Theo says. Malik throws them with shaking hands. We lock Malik in his office and take the elevator down to sub-level 3. The basement is dark, full of storage rooms and old equipment. Room C is at the end of a long hallway. I unlock it with Malik's keys. Sienna's inside, still tied to the chair. Her face is bruised, but she's alive, conscious. "Jaden? Theo?" she whispers. "We've got you," I say, untying her. "Can you walk?" She nods. We help her up. She's shaking, but steady. "The FBI is coming," Theo says. "He's done." We get Sienna to the parking garage and into our car. As we're pulling out, I see FBI vehicles pulling in. Dozens of them. Agent Torres wasn't joking. "It's over," Sienna says, crying with relief. But I know it's not over. Not yet. Because Malik is still up there, and I need him to understand what he lost, what he destroyed. I need him to know that karma came for him wearing the faces of his blood brothers. We watch from across the street as FBI agents storm Ashford Estates. Through the windows, we can see them on every floor, searching, seizing documents, arresting employees. And then we see them bringing Malik out in handcuffs. Even from here, I can see he's broken, not just arrested, destroyed. His empire is gone. His money will be frozen. His freedom is over. But more than that, he knows he did this to himself. He knows his brothers, the family he threw away, are the ones who brought him down. Agent Torres calls Theo. We've got him. Bribery, extortion, conspiracy, assault, kidnapping. He's looking at 30 years minimum. Good, Theo says. What about the victims? The families he destroyed? We're working on restitution. It'll take time, but we'll make it right. After she hangs up, the three of us, Theo, Sienna, and me, sit in silence. It's over. Really over. What now? I ask. Theo looks at me. Now we rebuild. Your farm, our lives, everything. 1 week later, I get a letter from Malik. He's in county jail awaiting trial. The letter's short. Jaden and Theo, I don't expect forgiveness. I don't deserve it. What I became, what I did to you, to so many people, there's no excuse. Mr. Ashford taught me that family was weakness. I believed him. I let him turn me into something unrecognizable. When I saw you in my office, I saw who I used to be, who I threw away for money and power that meant nothing.
You were right to destroy me. I destroyed myself the day I stopped being your brother. I'm sorry. I know it's not enough, but I'm sorry. The boy who made that promise still exists somewhere inside this monster. He's ashamed. He's broken, and he wishes he'd kept his word. Malik. I read it twice, then burn it. Some betrayals can't be forgiven. Some bridges can't be rebuilt. Malik made his choice 15 years ago. Now he gets to live with it. 3 months later, my farm is rebuilding. Turns out the FBI seized all of Malik's assets. As restitution for his victims, they're selling everything. I use the money to rebuild the barn, buy new animals, plant new crops, hire workers from the east side, people Malik would have been homeless. St. Anthony's shelter stays open. The families stay housed. The east side development is canceled. Malik's victims get settlements. Not enough to heal everything, but enough to start over. Sienna is gone. New name, new city, new life. She sent one postcard. Thank you for saving me. I'm finally free. Theo goes back to teaching, but now he's also working with the FBI, consulting on corporate corruption cases, using everything he learned taking down Malik to take down others like him. Me? I'm farming, growing things, building things, living the life Mr. Chen wanted for me. Sometimes I think about Malik in prison, wonder if he's really sorry or just sorry he got caught. Then I remember the promise we made as kids. Blood brothers forever? Some promises you keep, and some promises people break. Malik broke ours, and karma made him pay. 2 years after Malik's arrest, Theo comes to the farm. He wants to see us, he says. Malik. He's written to me every month, says he wants to apologize in person before his appeal hearing. I haven't thought about Malik in months, moved on with my life. Do you want to go? I ask. Theo's quiet for a long time. Part of me does. Part of me wants to see if there's anything left of our brother in there. And part of me knows it doesn't matter anymore. Then don't go, I say. We don't owe him anything. I know, Theo says. But maybe I need to see him. For closure. For the kid we used to be. I understand that. You want me to come? Yeah, Theo says. I do. So we go. The prison visiting room smells like bleach and desperation. Malik's brought in wearing orange. He's lost weight, looks older, but his eyes, for the first time in years, look alive. Human. You came, he says, voice shaking. We did, Theo says. We sit across from him, silent, waiting. I've had a lot of time to think about who I was, who I became, what I destroyed. I go to therapy here, working through what Mr. Ashford did to me, the way he manipulated a scared kid into thinking love was weakness. He looks at us. I'm not making excuses.